Now everything that I was saying, it's blowing up now. The Act Blue, Biden Autopan, Tim Walz, come to find out, he was possibly working for selling secrets to Chinese. All kinds of shit going on. But anyways, before I wanted to even say anything at all, people are like saying in my comments like, well, distracted driving when I'm driving. Well, my phone that I'm recording with and my work phone are right next to each other, and we're able to look at our map and shit. So I just want to get that out of the way. So my phone, my work phone and this phone is together. So come on now, man. Now listen what's being said.
Scrutiny. Officials from the Democrat fundraising platform have been officially subpoenaed to testify before Congress as part of a joint investigation by the House Administration Committee and the Department of Justice into allegations of fundraising fraud and foreign influence over elections. This is the group I've been telling you has been money laundering foreign money into U.S. elections on behalf of the Democrat Party. They were originally asked to testify, but they said, no, thank you. Now, Republicans are saying, we're not asking, we're telling. You must testify or be arrested. So subpoenas are finally going out. Let me know in the comments, do you like this? I do. I want to know if these guys are money laundering, if they're committing fraud, if they're bringing in foreign money, Chinese money, Russian money, European money, in order to make my vote invalid and to prop up the failing, bankrupt Democrat Party. Now, they will be forced to testify, and the Department of Justice will move forward based on what they learn. Now, this is being led by Chairman Brian Steele and James Comer. The probe is looking into potential illegal activity, including foreign contributions, money laundering, and misuse of campaign funds. Lawmakers are raising concern about hundreds of millions of dollars in suspicious donations. So this isn't like, oh, somebody from Russia or China donated $47. This is a big deal. This is like hundreds of millions of dollars, right?
People that they're claiming that was making donations were making donations.
Without big donors, Democrats are in trouble.
Without
cheating, Democrats are in trouble. Without USAID, Democrats are in trouble. We've got them on the ropes. Now, let's go ahead and end this thing, because just based on the information that you can look up, they're literally taking like people that don't vote or low propensity voters, and they're running thousands of dollars through their names, dozens and dozens of donations. Then when you knock on their door, they're like, I never donated that kind of money to the Democrat Party. The committee is also investigating whether Act Blue has followed campaign finance law and whether the platform has been exploited by bad actors. Act Blue denies these allegations, saying it will fully cooperate with investigators, that there is no fraud, that they've done nothing wrong. Well, I guess we're going to find out, right? All right, I've got something that I want to show you guys that for me is very concerning. I'm going to put it up on the screen right now, and then we will go ahead and watch it together.
Hey guys, that's right. Joe Biden's right-hand man, Anthony Bernal, is refusing to appear before the House Oversight Committee today. Bernal is known for being Joe Biden's quote-unquote work husband, and he said yesterday that he would not sit down for a closed-door interview with the committee. His decision comes after lawmakers say he previously agreed to do so. Committee Chairman
Now he
James Comer
changed his
putting out
mind.
this statement saying, quote, now that the White House has waived executive privilege, it is abundantly clear that Anthony Bernal, Joe Biden's so-called work husband, never intended to be transparent about Joe Biden's cognitive decline. I will promptly issue a subpoena to compel Anthony Bernal's testimony before the committee. But former Biden aide Neera Tanden did testify to the committee on Tuesday, and a source confirmed to Fox that she did admit to being authorized to direct auto pen signatures. Now, that auto pen replicated Biden's signature on documents like pardons, memos, and more. But Tanden was not sure who gave the final approval. A new Fox News poll shows that 52% of Americans believe it's important for Congress to investigate the use of Biden's auto pen, and 50% want to investigate Biden advisors who made key decisions. Meanwhile, the committee is still waiting to hear from Biden's former doctor, Kevin O'Connor, in addition to 2 other former advisors. President Trump has also instructed the Justice Department to launch a separate investigation into the alleged cover-up.
All right, let me know in the comments. Do you like this? Is this what you guys want from the Trump administration?
Yup.
This is what I voted for. This is what I want. I want to get to the bottom of who was controlling the President of the United States. Why were they covering up his mental decline? Why were they allowing him to remain in power? Was it so that they could abuse the auto pen? One woman has already testified, yes, for 20 months I did this, but I don't think I did anything wrong. But now Anthony Bernal, after telling Congress, F you, I'm not coming in, will now be compelled to come in and testify. Again, we're still waiting for Dr. O'Connor to come forward and talk to us about Joe Biden's health. I will let you know when that happens, because that is also a very big deal. So now I want to talk to you guys about what's going on with Governor Tim Walz.
Tim Walz, Mr. Tampa Man.
A couple of people were killed, and they're saying that Tim Walz was the one that instructed them. The person is connected to Tim Walz and Tim Walz's wife. Now, whistleblowers are coming forward with information, and I want to bring that up on the screen, and then we will watch that together.
Sadly, we also know, I've spoken to a couple people that served with Tim Walz in Nebraska in that guard unit, and they suspect, and we've done stories and tried to reach out to Walz for comment, but they suspect that perhaps he took their standard operating procedure, the SOP, for the howitzer Army tank. He was assigned to this tank. It was nuclear capable, and this was all laid out in the SOP that goes missing while he's there. And
the manual goes missing?
Right, and they had talked to the FBI about this as well. There's so
what does that
many
mean?
questions.
So why did they talk to the FBI?
They think that he was traveling back and forth from China at this time, and then we also know that this howitzer.
Wait.
I know I sound crazy right now.
No, you don't sound crazy at all. You're recounting the facts.
Yeah.
You were saying that men he worked with in the National Guard in Nebraska went to the FBI because they believed he had given classified military secrets to the Chinese government?
They suspect that he did, and
well, they suspected to the point that he went to the FBI.
Well, this was all when all these stories are coming out finally about his background, and they're like, maybe we should talk about this. These are guys that back then didn't report this. This was in the early 90s, and they always talked about it amongst themselves. And I think that they weren't completely aware of, the potential threat something like this could pose, but they always thought this was very strange. And then China started producing almost a carbon copy of this military tank a couple of years later.
Wow. I mean, come on. Now, that's investigative
almost identical to
Liz
our
Collins,
tank.
Sharing that with
capability.
Tucker Carlson. Pretty dang crazy. Okay,
go
now,
check out Tucker
Senate
Carlson.
Majority Leader
good.
Chuck Schumer was hospitalized late last night. Turns out it was just dehydration. He's forgetting to drink water because he's working so hard for illegal immigrants. He forgot to drink. Now, gratefully, it was only a 90-degree day. People in Vegas are dealing with 110, Arizona 115. So 90 is kind of nothing, right? All right, in a recent podcast with host Angie Martinez, former First Lady Michelle Obama opened up about her personal struggles in her marriage to former President Barack Obama. She admitted not being able to stand him, not liking to co-parent with him, raising their daughters, and being grateful that they never had a boy, because then she would have had 2 Barack Obamas on her hands. Man, you know, my wife does couples coaching and intimacy coaching, and one of the worst things that you can do is resent your spouse. And boy,
oh, I know that. I know that way too well.
Her spouse. Really, it's kind of sad if you think about it. All right, now in immigration news, ICE Director Tom Homan revealed that the Trump administration has rescued thousands of missing children. Remember, close to 400,000 children went missing under President Joe Biden. They knew about this. They didn't care. Alejandro Mayorkas did nothing. He just kept allowing these children to come in and go missing. Now they have found thousands of them. Tom Homan is going to share where they found them. It's a little bit hard to listen to, but let me just put this on and we'll listen to it together.
Like 300,000 missing children under the last administration. We're out looking for now because, again, we found thousands of them.
300,000.
300,000 children missing.
Were we found with their family, perfectly safe. They just didn't respond to call-ins, or they went and took off because they didn't want to face the consequences of immigration court. Well, we rescued some victims of sex trafficking. We rescued some victims on forced labor. We found children working on ranches and chicken farms.
Right.
No, not going to school.
Crazy. Our
babies labor in the United States of America.
I don't care if they're immigrant babies or not. They're babies.
That was the whole nexus of the last administration.
And sex traffic to pedophiles?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. We found some in sex trafficking. And we just, I think 2 weeks ago, we rescued a 14-year-old that was already pregnant, living with adult men.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well.
Babies. 300,000 children went missing. And now they're just starting to find them. Can't make this shit up, man. There's a lot of shit going on with the government right now. Shit's crazy. Can't make this shit up. Smash that like button. Man, go see, check out Steven Gardner. Go check out his page. He's got some good content also. Alright, smash that like button. Subscribe.